One of the most frequent questions that I get, knowing that I'm in crypto security and I focus on this stuff for days, weeks, and hours at a time, most people want to know specifically what crypto wallet, whether it be a hardware wallet, a software wallet, a iOS or Android mobile wallet, a desktop wallet, which wallet is best for trading, and also which wallet is best for storing your crypto long term, aka HODL'ing. So in this video, I'm going to dive into that, and there's actually a couple of different answers that you guys might not expect. So let me first start with trading, because there's a lot of variables that can go into this, right? So personally, and I'll have links for all of these down below in the description. Some of them are free, some of them are paid. Either way, you'll get the best discount. But what I want to get into specifically is when I'm asked, or when someone asks me, hey, what is the best crypto wallet for trading? The thing that I ask them back first is, well, that depends on a couple of different things. Are you someone that's going to be day trading? Are you going to be someone that's doing swing trading, meaning trades that you enter in and wait 3, 6, 9 months before you exit? Or are you just a cycle trader or a long-term hodler? And that's going to determine whether or not which wallet I recommend for your particular case. And I'll get into in just a minute which one I personally use and which one I actually recommend. Actually, depending on your specific time frame that you're trading, for example, if you are a day trader and you're looking for a non-custodial app, meaning not the exchange, which I hope no one leaves their crypto on an exchange here, but if someone is using a non-custodial wallet that they want to do intraday trades or weekly trades or things like that, believe it or not, the one that I would use in that particular case is Exodus. You can use it on iOS, Android, desktop, you can use it on the web, and it also does have hardware integration for Trezor Model T, which I personally like, I think is the most safe. Now, that's one that I use if I'm going to be doing a lot of swaps and a lot of trades. The trade-off there is if you are making a lot of those trades, that particular wallet is going to have higher fees. So if you're looking at something that's the cheapest, this is not it. If you're looking for something that has the most built-out functionality, the broadest coin support, and that's quick and it's easy and you know it gets done, highly recommend Exodus. I actually use it in certain use cases. But more importantly, the top 2 crypto wallets, Exodus being one if you're going to be a short-term trader. If you're a swing trader, honestly, I would probably still use the Trezor Model 3. That's what I personally have been using lately, mainly because the Trezor Suite app has all the functionality you need, but at the same time, you get the hardware wallet functionality, which keeps your private keys offline and in your possession. You hook it up, you plug it in, you can actually go through, do swaps directly there. You can also easily trade directly to an exchange if you want to cash out, or if there's a particular altcoin that you want to purchase on that exchange, and then immediately withdraw it back onto the crypto hardware wallet. I find that a lot of the trades that I do with my Trezor Safe 3, I called it Model 3, but Trezor Safe 3 is something that I do very frequently when I'm doing sort of these longer term swing trades, and it's very easy to manage the portfolio. In addition to that, as a sort of security measure that a lot of people don't realize, is because this particular wallet is not wireless, you have to have it plugged in to USB-C or USB-A port to use it through the desktop app. It actually makes it more difficult for you to panic trade or do something that's impulsive that you may regret later. So it adds an extra layer of entry and barrier for you to second guess or to really think through what it is you're trying to do and accomplish with that trade. That's just me personally. I've noticed that it works for me quite well. So again, when we're going back to what are the overall top 2 wallets, again, it's really hard to say because each person's situation is different. The amount of money, the amount of crypto that they're spending is different. If you're looking for non-custodial mobile only and you're looking to trade, Exodus is what I would personally do. If you are someone that wants to have a hardware wallet but also does like to trade, maybe not on a daily basis but on a semi-regular basis, Trezor Safe 3 honestly is my go-to for that. It's just easier, has a lot of options, and since nobody trusts Ledger anymore, I've been using it a lot and a lot more, and I feel comfortable knowing that my coins and my crypto are safe, yet giving me the functionality I need to when I need to get in and out of trades. The other obvious option, if I'm going to have another long-term option, meaning I'm someone that simply just wants to buy and hold for 5 years, for 10 years, for 15 years, and I just want to accumulate and throw crypto onto that wallet and basically never use it, just because I want peace of mind knowing that it's safe, it's not being tampered with, I'm not using it that frequently. I personally use the Engrave Zero, as you guys know. And again, If you're unfamiliar with the Engrave Zero, this is by far the most secure wallet that I've ever used, I've ever experienced, and I've reviewed dozens of them. So this is something where I personally keep all of my long-term holdings, my long-term storage, things that last years that I don't plan on touching for years to come. Engrave Zero, especially for Bitcoin, especially for Ethereum, all your mainstays, that is the wallet of choice that I always use. I can link you to another video that I did on my main Crypto Renegade channel that goes into depth of why this is so secure, but specifically this is the wallet that I use all of my long term. So I have, just to reiterate here, I have multiple, we'll call them crypto capital buckets, and what I do with this is I have a certain allocation that I always have as long-term storage, only hodl, never sell unless there's some real compelling evidence that makes me want to get out of crypto altogether, and I really don't see that happening. Or that particular wallet is just, or that bucket rather, is just going to be used for accumulating and holding, not trading, not staking, not fooling around with it at all. I just want to know that it's there, know that it's safe, and I can periodically check in on it. Then you have your cycle trades. Now this could be anything between a few months to a few years, depending on how long a particular bull market or bear market that you're in. We're about halfway through, in my opinion, maybe a little bit less than halfway through the current bull market. And so when I started planting seeds over a year ago for things that I wanted to hold through this entire cycle, that is a bucket that I call cycle bucket, or a trading bucket, where these are things that I want to plant seeds, wait a couple months, wait a couple years, wait to see what happens, then cash out. Then I take the gains I have from there and roll them over to my long-term storage bucket. And then there's this third bucket that I rarely use. It's very high risk. And this is a software wallet where it is online, so you have the risk of getting hacked. But this particular wallet is for something if I want to do a quick trade in and out within 1 day, within 2 days, within 3 days. And then once I've completed that particular trade that I want to do for whatever the case may be, that is when I will take it and I will actually move it to one of the other two buckets and compound it. Again, I don't typically use that for hardware wallets. I use software wallets for that because I treat it like a normal wallet like you have in your back pocket. I spend it, I do what I need to, and then I get out of it. I don't keep a lot of money in that wallet at any given time for any reason, because that's money that I'm willing to part with if something goes wrong. Meaning if the app gets shut down, if something goes wrong, I can't access the funds, it's not that much money. So as a result of that, that's the risk I'm taking by doing this. And I've just made peace with that, and you all should too, and set a dynamic price target for you that you leave in that type of wallet. That ranges anywhere from like $100 to a couple $100. Something there, if I lost it, it wouldn't break the bank. But again, those are for very quick, very rapid trades that are high risk. And again, I don't typically do that. I try to preserve my wealth and not leverage to the hilt and go too crazy with all the gambling and stuff. But again, when you think of your crypto or your trades in these ways, long-term, cycle, and then immediate, that kind of helps tell you which wallets are best for you. And you'll have to make that decision for yourself. And if you want me to make another video going into depth on how I came to this and how I actually utilize it in a very detailed basis, comment down below and I'll let you know. But just giving you a broad overview, multiple buckets for multiple time frames, and the long-term storage bucket I don't touch. In fact, as soon as I got my Engrave Zero, I moved it off of 2 other wallets that I had. I moved it all onto that one, set up the graphene, set up everything that I like, and my long-term storage is there. I do have some long-term storage on a backup wallet just in case, but that is my #1 HODL long-term storage. I feel the absolute safest with my net worth using the Engrave Zero. Check it out, link down below if you're interested in that. I use other hardware wallets like we talked about. Trezor Safe 3 is the one if you're doing cycle trades. Maybe you're on a lower budget, maybe you don't have the money for an Engrave Zero, which is fine. But Trezor Safe 3 is the one I feel most confident about, as well as I personally use on a regular basis. Now, I gave you a lot of information there, but again, going down to the top 2 crypto wallets I use, based on different scenarios and different capital buckets, Engrave Zero is #1 on my HODL bucket. I HODL, I don't trade, I don't do anything, I just accumulate, stack my money there. Then with the Trezor Safe 3, this is where I go in and out of long-term trades. It's also easier, in my opinion, if you want to trade from the Trezor Safe 3 onto an exchange and then back. That's personally what I do, but there are a lot of coins that you don't even have to do that. They have swaps that you can do within the app, and you don't even have to mess with an exchange, which I would actually prefer. Now, again, the fees are higher there a little bit, but your trade-off for security, your trade-off for going custodial versus non-custodial, to me is a no-brainer. Everyone's different. Everyone has their own opinion. So I hope that this has been helpful. I hope that you guys have some sense of what crypto wallets I use in what scenarios, and specifically, if you have any questions about crypto wallets that you're using or the ones that I mentioned, please comment down below and let me know. I'd be interested to hear what you guys like and what you guys use. But just wanted to make this quick video. People ask me specifically, what do you use personally? And I hope this answers that question. If you guys have anything else, please comment down below. In the meantime, if you don't want to wait for my next video, click on the one on the screen here. And until next time, Crypto Renegade out.